Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mitch from Mitch Reviews Everything. This is my review for The Sword from 1980, directed by Patrick Tam Kar-Ming, and it's from the Golden Harvest Film Company. Alright, let's get to the plot on this one. The movie starts out with Master Chau-Wah, played by Tien Feng, who is the country's greatest swordsman. He's having his final sword crafted, the Hoi-Sang. When the blacksmith sees his current sword, the Chi-Mud, he warns him to get rid of it because it's cursed and it will kill him. Skip to a wandering swordsman named Li Mak-yin, played by Adam Cheung Siu-Chow, who is searching for Master Chau-Wah so he can duel the best. Li ends up ironically running into Chau-Wah's daughter, Ling Chi. Ling is currently being pursued by people who want to kidnap her so they can draw out her father, Chau-Wah. Li saves her along the way and they become friends. Li then runs into a female childhood romantic interest who is now married to another swordsman, Lin Wan, who is also pursuing Chau-Wah so he can collect his two swords. Wan is not happy about Li meeting his wife in the middle of the night, so he sends an assassin after Li. Li is attacked and almost dies, but is rescued by a woman who happens to be Chau-Wah's friend. After Li's recovery, she gives Li the cursed sword Chi-Mud. Li then goes off to fight Master Chau-Wah with the Chi-Mud, which he nor the woman who gave it to him realize is a cursed sword that will ultimately cause the demise of Master Chau-Wah. While Li and Chau-Wah prepare for battle, the evil swordsman Lin Wan awaits the fallout and his chance to steal both the Hoi-Sang and the Chi-Mud swords. Alright, let's get to the good, the bad, and the kung fu, the good, the bad, and the martial arts. And this is a hell of an example of a wuxia film. This one was really good. All the fighting in this one, the sword fighting was very, very well choreographed, very smooth. You could definitely tell the budget on this one was good, and they really put forth a great effort from Golden Harvest. Great release from them. The fighting is fantastic. There was some over-the-top kill scenes, which I'm not even going to bring up the final fight. If you've seen it, boy, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, skip to the end of this movie. If you don't even want to watch it all, you have to see this death scene. It is pretty crazy. I'm not going to say if it's the hero or the villain, but it was just awesome. And there was one other over-the-top scene that I really liked that kind of stuck out. As far as the wire work in this one, there's a little bit of wire work, but just enough. It didn't overkill it, but I was very pleased with the martial arts. The only thing I'm going to say, which this is kind of a typical complaint sometimes, is the fact that, just simply not enough. But this movie was balancing drama, romance, and martial arts all in one, so I guess it had a good balance of all those things. And let's talk about the filming of this. This one was from director Patrick Tam Kar-Ming. And boy, you know what? I looked this guy up. I haven't seen any of his other movies, I do not believe. And this was his first directorial credit that he got for a movie, and I can't believe it. I was just so surprised because this movie is so good looking. Just the way it was shot, the panning, the way the camera would move, then he would do these pausing kind of scenes to let you just breathe in the visual on this. I'm not going to say it was a Terrence Malick level of beauty, watching art on film. Well, it was art on film, but like dry art on a wall. I don't know how to explain that, but if you've seen Terrence Malick, you know what I'm talking about. It always reminds me of staring at a painting. And this movie had a lot of that in it. I really liked that. I liked the pausing scenes where you get to breathe in this beautiful scene where they waited for the perfect sunrises. It was just a really good-looking movie. You can tell the budget was all there on this one, from the costumes to the filming to the actors. I mean, the hero here, played by Adam Cheung, he was just fantastic in this. Really good hero. There was a lot of sympathy on him. You could feel it as he traveled through this movie, learning about being a swordsman and growing as a swordsman from the start of the film, as he's trying to rise to the top to, ultimately having a little bit of self-discovery in this. So you get a really good feel for the character Li in this film as he progresses through his sword fighting career, and just fantastic stuff, just all around. Good growth, good beginning to end, middle, all of it just beautifully shot. The martial arts is fantastic. I do highly recommend this one from Golden Harvest if you haven't seen it. But that's really all I have for you on this one. Just some fantastic work coming out of Golden Harvest. Just some good wuxia here, and definitely want to check this one out. And I would love to see this one be put out into some sort of really deluxe packaging by one of the specialty DVD boutique companies, maybe Vinegar Syndrome or Eureka or whoever. But yeah, check this one out. This one is definitely worth your time if you're looking for a absolutely beautifully shot film with some really good sword fighting in it. You're not going to go wrong with the Sword from 1980. Anyways, that's all I got on this one. My name is Mitch. This has been Mitch Reviews Everything. And now, for your moment of Zen.